Hi everyone, thanks for joining me for today's video. My name's David. I'm a life coach. This channel is Damar's Coaching. And today's video is about the times of year we're most likely to get dumped by narcissists. I'm sorry if this triggers anybody, if this upsets anybody. I know, like everyone, what it's like to have failed relationships, to lose people in our life. And it's sad. It's the worst times for everybody, usually. So I'm sorry if anybody's suffering from this currently right now. I'm sorry if you're in a relationship right now where you're watching this video to see if you're going to get dumped soon. Odds are, they say, yes, this is the time of year. It's already started. So, let's get into this video. Biggest sign of a toxic relationship is breakups. Lots of them. Many breakups. Break up, get back together, break up, get back together. You ask somebody, hey, how many times you break up? Oh, we've broken up a lot. Toxic. Toxic. We don't do that. We don't do that. Breakup is breakup. That's it, right? And if we live by that, we'll take it more serious and maybe we'll not end relationships so suddenly. Okay. So I want to first get into most relationships, some statistics, just a few. Now, what I've looked into, and I'll read the sources, with bustle.com, Yahoo, Facebook, a couple other websites on all their data about this stuff. I'll list what I used in the description box if you guys want to go follow the links. But what I found is that most relationships, they say, last 7 months to 2 years and 9 months. Just typical. The younger we are, the less they last. The more we break up, sooner, quicker, shorter. People's first love and first heartbreak tends to be at 18. Urban Dictionary, the May to December romance. You guys heard of that? If you haven't, it's a thing for a fling called May to December, from spring to winter. Get together with somebody, have a little fling. Yeah, I think that describes a narcissist relationship pretty well. Yeah, because if it's just a December or March to December fling, and you didn't know that, right? If you thought it was something more serious, and that's what it ended up being, then maybe that person had ulterior motives. Fun, something like that. But typical. Holidays is when most people consider, 2 times likely to consider breakups during the holidays. I think holidays is a time of reflection of yourself, of your past, of your current life, your future, yeah? And so it makes you look at yourself more, introspective, stuff like this. And so you might say, hey, I'm not in the happiest relationship. I don't know if I want to continue this. You know, holidays is a time that you are around family more, around their family more. It's the time that they are around your family more. And that kind of really puts everything up front and says, do I really want to be with this person forever? And I think holidays do that too. Here in America, we have Thanksgiving about the 3rd week. I think it's the 3rd Thursday of November. That really starts our holidays for us, if Halloween doesn't already. But we kind of get through the Thanksgiving thing, right? And then we get into December. And I think most narcissists break up typically maybe the middle of December. That's when I think a lot of toxic relationships end. May not end, even make it to the holidays or through the holidays. And then March is the biggest. March is the biggest time relationships end. Interesting, huh? And so we go through the holidays, most typical. We introspect, reflect, diagnose, right? We say, what's going on? I may not want to be with them. I may know I don't want to be with them, but I may not end it until after the holidays, right? Let's just get through the holidays. I don't really want to end it. Tell them it's over the day before Christmas or something like that. So I'll wait till after the holidays. That's when most relationships start to end at the beginning of the year into March. And so a lot of relationships will tend to make it through the holidays. Maybe they'll make it through Valentine's Day, but it is an exorbitant amount of people that break up on Valentine's Day, on or near, around, circa. Yeah, I think spring is then the time that we might end things that we feel are holding us back, or a stagnant relationship, no meaning or purpose in it. The other person has problems they're just not fixing, the addictions, whatever it is, and we end it. And that's when the numbers begin in March. So a lot of this is, this is all relationships, the statistics. I believe that the ones that end right on the holiday, pretty narcissistic. Ones that end right before the holiday. I knew a narcissist once pretty well. I went to high school with him and stuff. And as we got in our 20s, I'll never forget, he said, oh, always break up with them before the holidays, get back together after. Screw all that stuff. Screw their family, screw the holidays, screw giving them gifts, doing anything. Screw all that. Just get back together with them after the holidays. Damn. Kind of lose sight of a lot of things there. Me, personally, I've been dumped on New Year's Eve. After many, many years, gone New Year's Eve. Also dumped in the middle of December. Like I said, I think, not just because of my own personal experiences, I really truly believe that that's when narcissists typically dump people most. Now, don't forget, it's a lot of times, right? So it was in March, it was in April, it was in May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, I got dumped. And then maybe there's a finale, I call the grand finale. When were you guys dumped? Discarded? When did they end it? Or when did you end it? Would you guys feel like sharing down below? I'd love to know. And you guys watching the video, go check down below and see. I'd love to know when. So the deal is this. A narcissist, a person with narcissistic personality disorder, doesn't handle stress very well at all. People with personality disorders alone don't handle stress very well. They tend to be higher in neurosis, don't know how to manage their lives, daily activities, jobs, relationships, all the things that cause us comfort or stress. They can't handle stress, guys. That's why they may have, anger issues, and that's why they might have temper tantrums. That's why they might destroy things. That's why they leave. That's why they start fights and run out the door. Silent treatment, cold, hot, cold, break up, cheat on you, all these things. They can't handle the stress of any kind of normal relationship. They can't. They can't even handle friends typically very well. They're more associates or acquaintances. Someone that they don't really say much to and use or get together once in a while, have some fun. That's it, if that can even last. Stress and opportunity are the two reasons narcissists dump you. So stress can come from all kinds of different things in relationships, and I've talked about this so many times. I've made many videos about this, and please ask me any questions about this. I have a weekly question and answer video. You can ask me anything you want. Stress and opportunity. Stress comes from not having my emotional needs met. Narcissists will never meet your emotional needs, ever. And they're not very susceptible to theirs being met because it's a lot of has to do with emotional connection, being close, intimacy, things like this that they typically don't like. Sex, yeah, don't get me wrong. A lot of you guys have toxic relationships. You're just coming out. You may not even understand the difference. You kind of do. I want that. Yeah, that sounded good. We never had that. They won't do it. And this causes stress for you and for them. Without being aware of it, without them knowing and understanding, it's stressful. Then you have responsibilities of a relationship. Things I have to do. Things I got to be there for them, and I've got to be there for the holidays, and I've got to give them gifts, and we got to go on vacations, and I got to be around their family, and I got to be nice, good, polite, and all this stuff that I'm just really not. And that gets stressful. And then you have accountability. You were awful last Christmas. Do you remember what you did? You weren't there for the family. You took off. You weren't there. You didn't give us gifts. You ruined the whole Christmas with your outbursts and all this blah, 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 blah. And now you got to now you got to make up for it this year. Oh. And money. Narcissists, one of narcissists' favorite things is money. And I don't care if they're not elaborate, if they don't have designer clothes and all this stuff. It is money. Money, money, money. And there's nothing like spending their money on somebody else and not getting it in return. When I talked about ulterior motives before, you have to understand that narcissists don't care about the things that we need. They don't care about the things that we hold in value and love. They don't care. Ulterior motives would be to have a good time, to have fun, to have sex, to use you, status, money, arm candy, whatever it is. But it's not emotional needs. It's not how you feel that matters. It's not what you want that matters. It's not even your opinion or what you value. It's what they want and need. That's it. And if they don't get it, it's stressful. And it's hard, man. You know, being unlovable means they can't accept your love. They'll accept your gifts, they'll accept your time, they'll accept your attention, but they won't accept your love. And you know what I'm talking about. And it gets stressful. All of this is stress. And so it makes sense to leave right before the holiday, right on the holiday, right after the holiday. And then you have some very sick, toxic people, sociopath, psychopath, that may choose to leave you on a holiday. You might have a bitter, resentful borderline that hates their relationship with you, and you've been so neglectful and bad, and maybe you have, borderlines date narcissists that abuse them, and they will choose to do it on Valentine's Day and leave you for another person on Valentine's Day and make sure that you know. Or make sure they leave you on New Year's Eve or Christmas Day after they take their presents and make you suffer. They believe you deserve that. Again, and springtime, I think it's obvious. It's the time of, the spring equinox, right? I think that maybe even sex drive may pick up more, right? Narcissists care about sex. They want new partners. If your emotional needs aren't met in a relationship and it's dependency, sex, fun, good looking, drugs, drinking, partying, and all this shit, it won't last. It's not enough. It'll end. It will fail. All of them. You can stay together as long as you want, but it's a failure. Okay? If you don't have your emotional needs met. Period. Breakups are serious. We break up because we do not want to be with someone else anymore, any longer, ever again. It's over. Not some time away, some time off, see ya. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to go, who knows, with who else. But then we'll be back together now. No. And the breakup and get back together, this is what dependency is. Just like drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, it's the up and down. It's the bad part that we get dependent on too. It's hormonal. And we can resolve all this, fix it or end it sooner by communicating. And that's something that a lot of us are afraid to do when we're enabling an abuser in a bad, toxic, dysfunctional relationship. I don't want to say what they're doing is wrong. And hey, this ain't working out. I may be dependent on this a little bit. But bottom line, if we've been abused, we've been traumatized, emotionally traumatized, we might have a stress disorder from this. We might have c-ptsd, very common after these relationships, and we need help and we need to talk to people, okay? Anybody that needs help or wants to talk, you can find me at daviddemars.com. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm sorry for all of you who have been hurt and this brings up some bad feelings. I hope maybe this helps you understand some things and lets you know that maybe this relationship wasn't ever going to work. Signs to look out for so we don't find ourselves in these situations again and have the same experiences again because they're damaging. Failures are great, but the same ones and the same mistakes are damaging. Let me know what you guys think. Always ask questions. I'll always answer them. Always love yourself first. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.